Hello and welcome to Blue Army TV. I'm sitting here the day after Carlisle have drawn 3-3 away from home at Harrogate Town. It was a really strange game, to be honest with you. Definitely a roller coaster of a game, I'll tell you that much. But look, we went ahead twice in that game, and at the end of the day, we came away with just a point. And we could have lost it very easily. If it wasn't for that Owen Moxon last gasp equaliser, we could have been in a lot of trouble there. And it continues our run of not beating Harrogate in any competition for a long, long time now. I've never seen them win against Harrogate ever, And for a team, no disrespect to Harrogate, but they're not one of the bigger teams in the division. We just cannot seem to get the better of them at all. And we probably could have lost today, because Harrogate were really, really good. I've always said that Luke Armstrong is a brilliant player there, number 29, and he caused us a lot of problems today. It's the only game this year I've seen Huntington struggle against a player, and Huntington definitely did struggle against that number 29 Armstrong today. I've said for a few years now he's a brilliant player, but I'm not really sure what he's doing at Harrogate. I think he's one of the ones I wanted us to sign. I don't know if he just plays well against Carlisle or he's like this all the time, but yeah, he caused us some real problems today, as well as their fullback, the number 15. We just couldn't tackle him. None of the players on the pitch could even get near him. He was just so good at dribbling today. He's so good at just taking it past players. We really could not control him, and he scored an absolutely brilliant goal, and he looked really good. But something to take away from today is, yes, we didn't play well, but teams that go up, even when they play well, they get a point on the board, they get a point away from home. And the fact that I'm disappointed with a point away from home shows how far we've come from last season, because a point away from home last season, even at a team like Harrogate, is an absolutely brilliant point, because we weren't winning any, and we were, a draw would have been a good result in any game last year. But today we're really disappointed with it, and it shows how far we've come that we are disappointed with it. Brilliant first goal from Taylor Charters, can I just say, he's waited a long time to get that goal now. And, you can't kick him out of the team now, can you, surely? Not after that. Brilliant finish. It was superb, I haven't seen a goal like that in quite a long time. And it was such a good moment to see him do that. It was brilliant to see. And then, Ryan Edmondson with a brilliant header, a player who I really like, and I think he's going to have a good future. I want to see him getting off the mark. I want to see him scoring goals, and he's come back from suspension, and that's what he's done. But it was one of those goals where the assist is better than the almost header itself. The cross in from Jack Armour was absolutely unreal. It's such a good cross right onto his head. It would be very difficult for him to have missed it. It was a good header. It was a really good finish from him, and it was a striker's finish. But you can't take anything away from Jack Armour's cross. It was absolutely fantastic. And he's got that in him. He hasn't done it enough this season, but he's got that kind of a cross in him. And it showed today, because that was a really, really good cross. And then obviously Owen Moxon getting the header in the last closing seconds. I'm not really sure how it went in, to be honest with you. It was such a wide angle. You don't score headers from that wide, but Owen Moxon does, because he's that good. It's the first time in 7.5 years where we've had two separate Cumbrian players scoring for the team, and I think it's mental, because I'm from Maryport. I love seeing people from Maryport doing well. And the last time that happened, this time it's Taylor Charters from Maryport, and last time it was Cal Dempsey from Maryport. My little town's got a bit of an affinity with the club, and you love to see it. But yeah, fantastic from everyone today. From the two Cumbrians today, but we really weren't on our game. We really weren't. But we still came away with a result, and I think Paul Simpson's reaction showed how disappointed he was. He was absolutely fuming, and it's a draw away from home, and he's fuming with that. It shows you where we want to be, where we're planning on going with this team, and we had the game in hand on everyone else, and that point pulled us further into the playoffs. I think we were only in the playoffs on goal difference before the game, and because of the draw today, we're now in by a point. So it's solidified our place in the playoffs. It's a good point when you look at the league table in sense of that. Although we could have jumped higher with the 3 points, obviously. But in the grand scheme of things, if we go on and win against Walsall on Saturday, it becomes a really, really good point. This point is only good if we then go and win on Saturday, which there's no reason to believe why we can't. it's just it's just a good moment. And we really got through that game on individual quality. There wasn't much of a team performance. It was all, and one shot from Taylor Charters, unbelievable. That really good cross from Jack Armour. They're not team goals we scored yesterday. They're individual moments. And when you're pushing up the top of the table, you're not going to play to the full of your ability every single game, especially when you've got so many injuries as we've got, and you're playing Saturday, Tuesday. It's difficult, and you're not going to have a brilliant team performance every week. So you need individual moments like that to carry you through, and that's what we had. And I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see it. It's a disappointing point when you look at it. We were leading twice, but at the end of the day, it's a point on the road, and I'd have definitely taken it because the Harrogate jinx is real. We can't beat Harrogate. They're our bogey team, aren't they? Realistically, and every team has that. And it's disappointing, but it's a point, and we haven't been beaten for the first time in my memory. When we played Harrogate, we haven't been beat, so it's really good to see. But it could have been better, but it could have also been a lot worse with the performance. So thank you for watching. I feel like I've been a little bit too positive on that game, considering some of the mistakes we made, and all three of the goals were pretty sloppy. I thought, the keeper, although the defence needs to do better, the keeper needs to clean out Armstrong on the first goal. And then there's that goal from the number 15. You just think, how has he got past that many people, and how is he allowed to get a shot off in that position so easily? And obviously the second goal, the corner, absolutely no one marking him. They're all really bad moments for the defence. And I feel like I've been a little bit too positive in this video now, but look, you're not going to win every game, and the ones that you can't win, just make sure you don't lose, and that's what we've done. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and in a bit.